What's up? So I wanted to go over a little DIY that I just did from a problem I already seem to be having. When I put things in the back, if they're small, like if I have maybe something I don't want to put in the bed of the truck or the cab of the truck, or more importantly, if I put something back here like Freedom Tops, I don't want them sliding back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I have a Freedom Top or Freedom Panel bag coming, which is just like a cotton filled bag that's going to help them keep from getting scratched and banged up. But I put this divider in here. I saw a couple of forums and write-ups about DIY bed dividers, and I thought, hey, I'll make one. It's pretty cheap. And now I will be able to put my Freedom panels back there, and they will not have the freedom, see what I did there, to move back and forth and hit this and hit that, hit this, hit that. They'll just pretty much stay there because it's the perfect size for them. Now, here's what I did. I went to Home Depot, or actually Lowe's, sorry. Went to Lowe's, bought a piece of Douglas fir. I believe it was a 2x8x8. And from there, I had them cut a 57-inch piece, and then I kept the other piece. I think I took it inside. Douglas fir, if you do or don't know, it's typically used for outdoor stuff like outdoor furniture, and it's super, super cheap. I believe it was the only outdoor wood that wasn't all janked up and crap that Lowe's has. So I saw a lot of people painting theirs. I went ahead and wanted to stain it. I got a dark walnut stain, and I wanted it to look sleek, but still kind of look a little bit rugged. And I think it accomplished that. So after I took home the wood, I ended up sanding the entire areas, which you can see by sanding marks. I really don't care about that, but I ended up sanding the corners because they were a little jagged, and pretty much the whole top, sides, the back, and then underneath. After that, I ended up staining it. I let the stain set for like 3 hours in the sun, and from there I put the hardware on. So the hardware that I chose for this specifically, and I went back and forth as to whether or not to have that on top or right there. But it made more sense to have it on top if I need to strap anything down from those anchor points, like a net or something, which I do have. I thought, okay, I'd rather have it there than in the front where you could only utilize it from the front. I will say hindsight is 20/20. Looking back at this, I can completely turn that board around and use the rings as anchor points as well. That's the versatility of being able to flip the board to whatever side I want. Some other things I put were these rings on both sides. I ran out of screws on 2 of them, so I need to put 2 screws in 2 of those holes. And then I put tension rods, if you will, right here. I think I'm gonna go back and get the 10-inch tension rods. It's 8 inches from here to here. And I got 7 3/4, thinking this would expand past 7 3/4, but I think at its most expanded form, it's 7 3/4. So what I did to kind of combat that in the meantime was I put just zip ties as the anchor point. And if I have to move this, which I don't think I will for the foreseen future, I would just cut them. I failed to mention how I attached the tension rod to the board itself. I used a rope anchor. I just threaded it through the eye and screwed it into the board. I think that's it. DIY, this took maybe an afternoon, and I say an afternoon because I had to let the stain dry and all that kind of good stuff. I went to Home Depot and got what hardware I needed after the fact, after I got to kind of look at it. And the neat thing is, since it's wood, I can technically screw anything in here that I want later on that I see necessary. So let me kind of show you how it holds up before I end the video. So it's not going anywhere. It fits snug, but there is some room on the backside because the board's 2x8. So with the space on the backside, it did allow for some wiggle room. It wouldn't have fallen over. There wasn't enough of gap to do that, but that's kind of what those tension rods were for. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Super, super easy DIY. I've seen a lot of people put, you know, Gladiator right here, or their Jeep's name, or their name, or whatever the case may be. I opted out of that just because I didn't want to do it. I was lazy, and this was enough for me. So I appreciate you guys watching, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.